Hey cruisers! I'm Sherry with CruiseTipsTV.com. In case you're new here, welcome. So happy to see you. We did see some new folks in the chat today and I was loving it. I saw Margarita Mama's new in here. We've just got some love going on. It was wonderful to see all of you. So how's everybody's week going? I am a little bit giddy right now because I have a 3-day weekend after some very, very long weeks at work, which I know many of you can relate to right now. I do have a rest day. I will be working. My email at work is still blowing up after hours, which is a blessing because I'm always practicing gratitude, but this week I'm working hard on my gratitude and just saying, look, it's good to have the business. It's good to be blowing up at work. It's good to be busy. It's good to be needed. It's good to have a job. So very, very thankful, but also glad to have a little bit of extra time tomorrow. I'm gonna maybe hit the gym in the morning or get a nice workout in, do some gardening, and just hang out with my beautiful boys. Thank you, Jack. You're making a lady feel good. Thank you so much. So good to see all of you. Hi, Jim. Travel with Nick is here. Gavin just started vacay. Marlena's going on Oasis. We've got an awesome little crew here. Jose, bonsoir, how are you? So good to see you. Okay, rub it in, Scotty. Scotty and AJ here to rub it in that they are on Carnival Panorama, hanging out in the Pig and Anchor without me. I know, no, it's okay. Hey guys, good to see you. Hi, AJ. Oh, AJ, that photo you sent me today, I just can't. I'm gonna share it because obviously it's not confidential. AJ sent me a photo from Sail Away Day, you guys, on Carnival Panorama of a full rainbow. Not a half rainbow, the rainbow that when you're looking at the horizon, it goes like this, and I was like, got a little verklempt. It's like, that is, if you're cruising and you see a rainbow that's like this, not the half kind you see when you're driving around you're commuting and you see it over the mountains. No, this was like the kind where you get goosebumps on the back of your neck. It was pretty crazy cool. So, wow, Jose, it's National Day in Quebec tomorrow. Happy National Day to my Quebecois friends. And I know I said that wrong. I'm so sorry. John, good evening. Elaine, how are you? Will, it's so close. I'm excited for you, Will. Oh man, I love seeing all your cruise countdowns, and I'm also loving that everybody's speaking French in the chat. So great. Okay guys, so this is the big cruise news. I teased you all in the pre-chat. Oh, Mr. Cruise Tips TV, that weird thing just happened again where I touched something weird with my wrists, and it did it. It drives me crazy. All right, hang on. I got to pull up cruiseradio.net. Just broke this news. We will definitely be reporting on this on our own website or channel once we have a formal source. Obviously, Doug is a trusted source, but I need to get this information somehow. This is a big one for our family, guys, and that is that Carnival has loosened their port restrictions for unvaccinated guests. So obviously most of you in the chat, most of us, my husband and I, we are vaccinated, we are boosted, right? But some of us cruise with an unvaccinated human like we do. Our son is unvaccinated. For whatever reason, you might be unvaccinated and you might want to go on a cruise. Well, guys, this is just a step in the right direction. Carnival, who formerly only allowed you, if you were unvaccinated and over the age of 12, to go onto shore doing a Carnival shore excursion, has said today bye-bye to that policy. Now, there are some exceptions to that. There are certain ports that are going to, where you're gonna have to actually just remain on board completely if you're unvaccinated and over 12, like San Juan, Puerto Rico, Grand Cayman, Bonaire, St. Kitts, Tortola, Grand Turk, Cartagena. But for the most part, you will now be able to go on shore without being vaccinated. Now for us, that's a big deal. Now again, my husband and I are vaccinated and boosted. Our son is not. He is a young man, a little bit on the lower weight side, and is supposed to get a full adult vax, which we are not comfortable with, and many medical professionals we've talked to have said, you know what, he just doesn't really, it's not really high risk, so maybe just don't chance it. Don't want to be thinking about myocarditis. So we really are affected by news like that. So now we could book a Carnival cruise if we wanted to and go ashore. Last time we cruised with Carnival, we had to book Carnival excursions. We did it, but you know, sometimes you just want to maybe go grab a taxi and go to the beach. What is this weird hair? Jeepers. Golly jeepers. Golly jeepers. My hair's a little cray-cray. All right, guys. Oh my goodness, we have our first super chat of the night. Bruce, thank you so much. Bruce Locksmith said, you are amazing. Thank you so much, Bruce. By the way, guys, you may, some of you might know Bruce if you're in our Patreon community. Bruce actually hosts a podcast called Corals and Coriolis. And Bruce, would you do me a favor and put your podcast in the chat, because he has some cruise related topics that are really cool. And some of you might like a little more easy listening on your podcast channel. And you got to check out Corals and Coriolis. So type it in the chat there, Bruce, for us. But thank you so much for the super chat, my friend. Appreciate you so much. And let's answer some cruise questions. Oh, by the way, also guys, just a reminder that we are in the middle of our subscriber appreciation month. We're actually at the end of it. But all of your super chats, a portion of your super chats this month are going to Operation Homefront. And the same is true for our Intro to Cruising Masterclass. Portion of proceeds are going to Operation Homefront from this entire month. So if you want to sign up for our masterclass, it's very inexpensive as it is. But please go on over to cruisetipstv.com. And when you get there, please go ahead and click on tutorials. When you click on tutorials, that'll take you to our Intro to Cruising Masterclass. And then I have a discount code for you. I want to make sure I give you the right one. I think the code is 100, but I need to make sure of that. So this is our last Thursday together in June doing live streams. I'm going to try to go live on Facebook next Wednesday, and we will be live this weekend, most likely on Amazon, but there will not be a live stream next Thursday, the 30th. The discount code for the Intro to Cruising Masterclass is, please forgive me, I'm trying to find it. It is, yes, the discount code is 100 and you get $6 off our Intro to Cruising Masterclass, which is already super inexpensive as it is, which includes packing lists and awesome downloads. And again, we're donating a nice chunk of those proceeds to Operation Homefront, a cause that is near and dear to our heart. So, questions from our community tonight. Margarita Mama says, aloha from Hawaii. So glad we found your channel a few months ago. Second cruise is July 5th. Alaska, family of 5, 3 kids, and we can't wait. Any tips? So many tips, Margarita Mama. I don't know how old your kids are, though. So that's the hard part, because I don't know what family age group I'm giving you tips on. But I do want to say that one of the things that we always love to share with people, Margarita Mama, is that whatever the age of your children, cruising affords you an opportunity for them to try new cuisine. I know this is very niche, but to us, this was very important in our son's life. When he was a little tot and a baby, when we would go on cruises, we would encourage him to try new things. We might even look up the menus in advance and have him look at the menus and think about what he wanted. And as a result, my boy is not a picky eater and is not a kid eater. So I would urge you to try that and to allow your kids to experience new things. Also encourage them to talk to and get to know the staff and ask about their children. It's wonderful to learn about families from around the world. So if you want a little more personalized advice, send me a DM and I'd be glad to help you. Bruce, thanks Bruce. Bruce says, how does a cruise creator gain viewers when they're producing their first YouTube videos? Bruce, I'll keep it quick and simple for you. 3 tips that I would give anyone. Number 1, primarily and most important, be yourself. Number 2, and also super important, be very, very consistent. And whatever you're going to produce it regularly, whether that's once a week, once a month, whatever, that's important. And number 3, and my last tip for anyone who's doing something like this, is just do it. Don't think you need the best camera. Don't think you need the best software. You don't. You just need you and an iPhone and your heart. And that's it. So hope that helps you, Bruce. And yeah, you guys check out Bruce's podcast. He's going to stick it in the chat there if he hasn't already. Becca Gross says, does Royal Caribbean require everyone to be boosted? No, they do not. Unless there's potentially some areas where you're cruising where you might, but the majority of cruises on Royal Caribbean do not require boosters. In fact, the majority of cruises that are available right now do not require boosters. Destiny says, on a Carnival cruise, do you have to wear a mask on the ship? Right now, I don't think you do. I know on Princess, they brought that back, but I don't think so. And Darla, most cruise lines are not. There's a few that brought them back. Royal Caribbean, Carnival right now, I don't believe are requiring masks. Maddie Bragg, question from a first-time cruiser. Me nor my boyfriend have gone through a cruise terminal. I was wondering if you could explain the process a little bit and give any tips to make it easier. I love it, Maddie. That's so awesome. Maddie, Patty, I'm gonna tell you a little something right now. It's a lot like an airport, but better and easier. And it's not gonna be super crazy for you. And also, I just wanna invite you, any of you guys that are new cruisers, I want to invite you to direct message me on Instagram or Facebook at Cruise Tips TV. Anytime you have questions, I'm here for you. But what's going to happen, every cruise terminal is different. Every city is different. Every cruise line is different. But essentially, you're going to park your car or you're going to, pull up with your shuttle. And the first thing you're going to do is you're going to check your bags. So kind of like in an airport where you would check your luggage, it's going to be a little bit like that. You're going to give a porter your bags. You're going to have your luggage tags on them. And your bags are going to go bye-bye. You're going to keep a small carry-on with you. If you have any beverages you're bringing, those must be in your carry-on. You're going to tip the porter, and then you're going to proceed inside the terminal, whatever that might mean. And at that point, you're going to be showing some form of identification, probably your passport. You're going to be showing your boarding pass, whether it's printed or on an app, and proof of vaccination at this particular time, maybe proof of a COVID test, depending on when you're cruising. And then you're going to wait until you're called, and then you're going to get on the ship. Any baggage that you bring with you into the terminal will also go through additional security, not as gnarly as an airport, but similar, right? And you're not going to be taking off your shoes, right? You don't take off your shoes in a cruise terminal. No, none of that. But you will go through a luggage security thing one more time, and then you'll go inside and wait. Sometimes you will never sit down and you'll go from curb to ship quickly. Other times you might sit down for a full hour or two. Just depends on the situation. Hope that helps you. Nick Terrace says, any Princess Cruises coming up soon? We're watching a video earlier. My wife says she wants to be friends with you. Oh, cute. Nick, nothing planned, but we're itching to cruise on Princess and very much researching Princess Cruises right now. There's so many great options. I got to go on Discovery Princess recently on a quick media day, and I got to tell you, Discovery Princess is gorgeous. You should check that out. But we'll keep you posted, and hopefully Princess will be something we do this year. We'll see. Marlena said, is next cruise open on embarkation day on Royal Caribbean? Looking to book a group of rooms on a family cruise. Really want to do it ASAP because we have specific rooms we want. They might be. I think so, Marlena. If not during the day, probably during the evening. Griselda said, why is Carnival not allowing children under 5 to attend Camp Ocean? They have to produce 2 negative COVID tests anyway, right? Yeah, I don't know. The kids clubs are all kind of cattywampus and ski-wumpus right now. Everybody's sort of figuring things out, probably because they're assuming that those children are not vaccinated. Hopefully things will open up. It might also be a staffing issue, Griselda, so I feel ya. Margarita Mama said, is there a place online to do virtual testing using your own COVID test? Is this allowable? We're cruising on Carnival. I wouldn't recommend it, Margarita Mama. I would recommend buying the eMed, Abbott, Binax ones off of your cruise line website only and using those proctored tests only. I personally would not take any chances on it. There may be some that are approved, and if they are on your cruise line's website, they'll tell you which ones are approved. Personally, I will not try that. I will only buy the ones off the cruise line website and use their proctoring. However, they're home tests, so what do I care, right? I mean, they're a little expensive, but they're great. So Margarita Mama, buy them off the Carnival website. Pinche Chula said, new cruiser for Alaska in September. Aww. You're scared. How do you know what's free or not on the ship? Okay. Pinche Chula, that's a great question. I don't know which cruise line you're cruising with, but I can tell you that we've got this. So you guys, there's a lot of you who need to join our Intro to Cruising Masterclass. It's all the great basics. Let me put that into the chat because I'm going to give you all the tips I possibly can tonight, but I want you guys to take advantage of this and use code 100 for your discount this month until it's over. Jake, oh my gosh, yes, thank you for the super chat, and yes, we would totally do another Asia cruise. So Pinche Chula, what's going to be free on your cruise? Most likely, the main dining rooms are going to be free, the buffet is going to be free, water, iced tea, and coffee are going to be free. The majority of your entertainment is going to be free, but let's talk, Pinche Chula, about what's not going to be free. Alcohol, specialty dining, shopping, spa treatments. Gratuities are going to be added. Do not remove the gratuities from your bill. That's very bad etiquette as a new cruiser. Those people need your gratuities, so please leave them on your stateroom account at the end. So those are just a few things. Obviously, the casino is not free, but a lot of things are. Panda Steve, what is up? Thank you for the super chat. Panda Steve said, cruise often 3 to 4 times a year. I get a lot of people asking questions about cruising. I send them to all of you at Cruise Tips TV. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You make my life easier. Well, Panda Steve, big old virtual Sherry squeeze for you. That was a tight one because we appreciate you. That is the best gift you could give us. Thank you so much. Yay, Karen Clay, thank you for the super chat. Karen is with us on Operation Homefront. Yes, thank you so much. Lisa, thank you so much for the super chat. I somehow fell behind on a couple super chats here, guys. Lisa, you are so sweet. Thank you for your comments this week on Facebook and the love. I see you, I appreciate you. And I think we answered your question on the podcast too. I got you, right? I got you? Okay. Good. Lisa said, do the masterclass. It's so helpful and awesome. Yes, it is helpful and awesome. We do love it. It's very inexpensive. It costs less than a set of packing cubes. And it's fun. It's fun. It's easy. It's a bunch of videos. Oh, speaking of packing cubes, guys, there's a deal on Begale packing cubes right now. I'm going to put the link in there for our after party on Amazon because I put the Begale packing cubes in there. They're great. Ron CRK said, what is the Royal Caribbean key used for? Okay, so Royal Caribbean, let me just make sure I get all the features pulled up in front of me here. Personally, I'll tell you, I'm not a huge fan of the key. It's kind of like a priority access upcharge thing. Personally, I just don't think it's worth it. To me, when I sail with Royal Caribbean, what I want to spend my money on is a drink package and excursions and a water park pass at Perfect Day at Coco Key. I don't want to spend my money on the key. Here's what the key includes. You get early access when you get to the cruise terminal. That's a fact. And you get to, you get your exclusive welcome lunch in the dining room. That's the Chops Grill welcome lunch. You get complimentary room service for your whole cruise. You get some private time at like the Flow Rider and rock climbing. You get some priority tendering. You get early access to the shows, and you get the internet package, and you get a special debarkation day breakfast. I think there may be a few other things. Personally, I think it's too expensive. Because you're probably gonna have to buy that internet package anyway and a drink package. Then to add the key on top of the drink package, to me, I'm just gonna get the drink package and the internet package. It's too much, and I personally am not a huge fan. Just my opinion. E. Nixon said, first and only cruise was before COVID. How will it be different when we go back in January? Honestly, Elaine, it's not super different. It's, in a way, it's kind of better because you feel so, I personally, even though people are getting COVID on ships, and it's happening right now. Like a lot of people in Alaska are getting COVID. It is happening. I feel like cruising has never been safer or cleaner. So for me, it really just hasn't felt that different. It might be slightly lower capacity, maybe less crowded for you. So, it's still fun. The parties are still hopping. The entertainment is still great. It depends on if we're having a little surge of COVID and you're wearing masks again or not, but to me, Elaine, it's just fabulous. And your sense of gratitude is deeper. So maybe that's what it is that you notice the beauty of it a little bit more because it's just, you missed it so much. So Larry Glenn said, apparently Sky Princess got hit by a small landslide in Skagway today. What? In Skagway? Okay, yeah, there is that big cliff in Skagway. There's some of the ships would pull up right next to that sheer rock wall. Okay. I hope nobody was hurt. Holy heavens, I need to look that up. Wow. Griselda, can I put my packing list by cruise to your Instagram? Love to compare. It's in our masterclass, Griselda. So I don't usually just post them everywhere. It's in our masterclass. Natalie Shore said, do you have any tips for a Mediterranean cruise? Yes, Natalie, so many tips. In fact, we have a vlog series for you, Natalie, where we went to the Mediterranean and did a cruise with MSC and went to a few ports. And I'd really like to send you that playlist so that you can watch those videos. Comfortable shoes are absolutely critical. Also, don't be afraid to book your own shore excursions on a Mediterranean cruise. That's another tip. Let me put this playlist in here, Med Cruise vlogs, and watching these is going to help you so much. And you might also get some ideas for things you want to do in the Mediterranean, in ports like Palermo, Sicily, in Valletta, Malta, in the south of France. So maybe that'll help you a little bit. Mr. Cruise Tips TV, how are we doing here? Doing good? Okay, good. Darla, what about the terminal for masks? Most of the terminal masking has gone away right now. There may be some that have come back. What's up? What's wrong? Oh, I was just asking how you were doing. How you're doing. Fine, he's all confused. Like, why are you asking me how I'm doing? Destiny Arnold said, have you been to Costa Maya? What can you do there? Haven't had luck. Yes, I have been to Costa Maya, and we went to a private beach club called Maya Chan. Unfortunately, they had a situation in the water at the time that's called sargasm, with a G, not sarcasm, but sargasm, which is like kind of an infestation of seaweed, and it makes the water brown. However, it was the most fabulous day. So look up Maya Chan. They will transport you to the beach club, and the food is wonderful and the vibe is great. Highly recommend. Barb Lynn said, is it true that Australia cruises include gratuities? Yeah, they don't tip in Australia, so the fare will include those gratuities. Griselda said, pack hair conditioner. Yes, great tip to share. Cruise lines do not provide conditioner in your room. You could buy it in the shops, but you need to pack your own conditioner. Good tip. Lisa Freetley said, we're going on a princess cruise to Hawaii November 15th, 15 days. What would you pack for the trip? Sounds like you might be on the same cruise my dad's going on. 15 days, I would pack, well, hopefully your ship has laundry. It should. I would do laundry and I wouldn't crazy pack. I would go with, in November, a few chilly sea days. So jeans, hoodies, definitely swimwear for the hot tubs, jacuzzis, definitely shoes to wear on the deck. Obviously for Hawaii, resort wear is going to be great. I would pack a few books for sure. Shouldn't get super cold on the way to Hawaii though. I really don't think your weather is going to be freezing. I think you're going to have chilly sea days in the beginning and the end, and that's probably it. Crazy Dog, hi from Nova Scotia. Thank you. Gavin Primus said, any photography tips for a cruise? Just got a new camera, looking forward to bringing it on your next cruise. New to it, 100% Gavin. And I'm gonna tell you again, we made a video about photography, creating great photos on your cruise. So the video is called tips for getting, oh, we've got several photo tip videos. This is an old one, Mr. Cruise Tips TV. Let me find the new one, photography. Why isn't it coming up? There we go. Let me find it for you. That is so fun that you got a new camera, you lucky dog. I want it to search all, why is that photo, the Better Cruise Photos video not coming up? Maybe it was on our other channel, Mr. Cruise Tips TV. I can't find that. Do you know where that video went? We're gonna find that video for you. We made a video about taking better cruise photos. I guess the most important thing is you always want the light. You don't want light behind you. You want the light in front of you. That's always super duper critical, right? I would say also the best thing you could possibly do is take advantage of magic light every day. So that time around sunset, before, during, and after sunset, magic light produces the most flattering photos you could possibly get, as does sunrise. So if you're an early riser, potentially get out on deck at sunrise. Also, the ship is empty at that time, so if you're wanting to take photos of the ship, you're gonna have an empty ship at sunrise. Karen Clay said, I peeked ahead to the funky pants in your Amazon carousel. It's getting wild over there. Yes, ma'am. I ordered those funky pants, and I'm gonna rock those funky pants, and my husband, he's gonna hate those funky pants, and I am gonna laugh. Now, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, let me just put the funky pants in the chat. And you guys need to click on this link I just put in there and go hit follow so you can follow our Amazon Live stuff. But I'm gonna show you the funky pants after this show live in an Amazon shopping stream. Julie said, heading to Nassau, anything worthwhile doing at port, better to stay on the ship, take advantage of the spa. Personally, I like getting off the ship in Nassau. We had a great time at Blue Lagoon last time we were there. I like going to Atlantis. I've heard Margaritaville's great. Going to the resorts is great. But if you've been there before and you want a day to stay on the ship, you could take advantage of a day on the ship. That's also fine. Margarita Mama said, near impossible to find a CVS, Walmart, Walgreens in Seattle near the cruise port 2 days before. Hope they drop the testing as well. Just buy, Margarita Mama, just buy the Abbott Binax ones and do them on your phone. take them on your phone. You're gonna be fine. Unless you're unvaccinated, you don't need to worry about that. You can just take the Abbott Binax ones. But I hear you. Elaine said, master class question. I haven't logged in for a couple of years. Can I retrieve my login or password? Yes, you can absolutely do that. If you have any trouble retrieving your password, when you go to the sign in area there, you're gonna see email, password, and then right below it at the sign in, you're gonna see a thing that says forgot password. If you ever need help, you can email me and I can reset your password for you, but it's just as easy to do it yourself. So yeah. Bruce said, today, an early morning rock slide in Skagway, the cruise ship dock rained down massive boulders onto the dock. Minutes later would have been filled with tourists disembarking the cruise ship. Thank God everyone was okay. Oh, Bruce, thank you for putting that story in the chat for me. That is terrible, guys. Destinations Delight. Have you ever been to Aruba? No, I haven't been to Aruba, but I've heard that the ATV excursions are great and island tours are great. Drea said, going on Carnival celebration inaugural in November. Any tips for an inaugural? Yes, pack your patience. It won't be perfect. There's going to be service issues. Things are not going to be perfect, but you are a part of history. Enjoy it and lower your expectations a little bit. That's what I would say. RN Healthy Lifestyle, or Healthy Life said, what's the best season to do an Alaska cruise and a med cruise? Okay, so for Alaska, personally, I love May. May. It's sunnier, it's drier, and you do get a little bit of snow-capped mountain action. It's fabulous. Mediterranean year-round, depends on what you want. Spring is lovely because it's before the oppressive heat hits, but yet it's still a little bit warm. So I would vote for spring for the med, maybe March would be lovely. Griselda said, you mentioned the masterclass series. Where or how do I find it? Still relatively new to your channel. Yes, I will give you a link to it right now. Our Intro to Cruising Masterclass is a step-by-step course for newer cruisers or experienced cruisers looking for a little pick-me-up. And we have a discount code for the whole entire month of June. It's code 100, and the course is already really inexpensive. It's $29, and you're getting all kinds of different packing lists and advice, and you're getting a bunch of videos. So check it out. You're going to love it. You're going to love the downloadable packing and planning tools that you have in there, and it's going to help you plan the cruise of your dreams. And you can watch the first lesson for free too, so you can see if you like the vibe, and if it works for you, great. Hey, who's that super chatter in there? Aw, DB1 Journeys. Thank you for the super chat, and thank you very much. The pool incident, Mike and Cheryl. Oh, the pool incident. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my. Okay, Griselda said, you mentioned, oh no, got that one. Jack Mackinson said, do you know if Celebrity has Netflix in their cabins? No, they don't, but you could stream it on your phone. So here's what I would recommend that you do, Jack Mackinson. You need to download all of that stuff before your cruise so that you don't have to use any kind of data, cellular data to download it. So download it all. Yeah. No, we're not doing the vlogger cruise. We're not super into the whole group event thing. It's just not really our jam. Little overwhelming for us. Yeah, but lovely people hosting that. You guys are gonna have an incredible time, and we were honored to be invited, and very honored. And it was several years ago that they invited us. They've been planning that thing for a while. We felt like super happy that we were included on that. Cruising with Maurice said, Sherry, I need help to plan my 30th birthday cruise. Thinking Mardi Gras or one of the seas. What do you think? Ooh, Cruising with Maurice. Great choices. I can't help you pick. Those are two incredible ships. I mean, for Carnival, do you want the roller coaster and all the cool dining in the bars? Royal Caribbean also has incredible activities, water shows, and the flow rider, and all that beautiful specialty dining. It depends on what cruise line you like the best, but you're gonna have a wonderful time. I think you should book with friends, book early, and I think what you should do cruising with Maurice, you put a little money into a really super awesome cabin. Maybe get a junior suite, something like that. If you go on Wonder of the Seas, maybe get something that faces that aqua theater. Antoinette, how are you? 11 and 7 kids, huh? What 3 items are must-have for young ones? For 11 and 7-year-olds, my must-haves are no white clothing, so only clothing that can get spaghetti sauce on it, right? Number 2, worn-in shoes. Don't stress about formal night shoes. Like, don't even waste your time on that. With that said, though, I would still allow them to have a tablet or something, or a Kindle, something that can occupy them during a little bit of downtime. I'm not a proponent of electronics at dinner or at any time, but when you are traveling, when you're on an airplane, when you are in situations where an 11 and a 7-year-old might need to be patient, those are okay tools to have. And I strongly believe, too, Antoinette, that they should carry their own backpack. And they should help with their own suitcase packing. Lots of underwear, lots of socks, depending on where you're going. I hope that helped, Antoinette. DM me, though, if you ever want to chat. I'm always happy to chat it up with you. Oh, vacation mode. OMG. Wow. Thank you for that super chat. I think we need to do a little dance for that one. Vacation mode. This is the little Sherry dance. Cha-cha-cha. Because you, my friend, are closing off community appreciation mode with a bang. So thank you so much for that. That super sticker is really cute. Look at that little guy jumping up and down. Oh my gosh. Gina Dyson said, Nova Scotia in July. Will I need a jacket or umbrella? You know, we have some Nova Scotia residents in the house. Karen and Gord are here, and they might be able to help. I did a cruise, and I visited Nova Scotia in August, and I can tell you I was wearing shorts the whole day. Would I pack a jacket? Yes, but I don't know how much you're gonna need that because it was summer-like weather for me. So, what's up? Did I see Tommy in the house? You guys, the infamous Tommy from the Always Be Booked podcast is here. Tommy said the Cruise Tips TV family hasn't been to Aruba yet. We got to get that crossed. We need to do a Southern Caribbean cruise. Tommy, cheers. Kraken and diet to that idea. Yeah, no, I really want to do Southern Caribbean. We got to get back over there. I definitely want to do Aruba. Definitely want to do Bonaire, Curacao, San Juan, all the things. It's time. You guys, the funniest thing too, so every time, when I think about Tommy has his own podcast, by the way. Many of you probably already listened to the Always Be Booked podcast, but Tommy says that he has his, you know how everybody has their signature sayings? Well, Tommy is very particular about when he gets on his cruise, he is very serious about unpacking rather immediately. And so when he unpacks, and whenever now I unpack, and I'm sure everybody in his community says the same thing, he always says that he unpacks in workman-like fashion. So anytime I think of myself like sliding the packing cubes up onto the shelves, I'm always like, Tommy would want you to be doing this in workman-like fashion or workwoman-like fashion. So like, Tommy, you crack me up. Now, the funny thing about it is that Tommy's personality, I mean, he's obviously a hard worker, but he's a fun party guy. You know, he's not the kind of guy that you would imagine being all type A about his packing game. So that's why I think I find that so funny, that Tommy is Mr. Workman-like fashion. So yes, Cheryl, do you love the ABC Islands, Cheryl? So good, right? Oh, Trevor, I keep getting so many questions about Bermuda, Trevor. And of course, Horseshoe Bay. But the other tip that we learned last week when we were talking to everybody about Bermuda is that taking the public transpo or the city bus in Bermuda is like a hack so that you don't have to pay for the taxis. So I think that that would be good. Anybody else have some Bermuda hacks? Because I feel like we need a lot of them. Tommy said, Kraken, what? Is the liquor store having supply chain? What are you talking about? What's wrong with Kraken? What am I missing here? Is that not good? You better fill me in, Mr. Tommy is also an expert restaurateur, manager, bartender, bar manager, all the things. So he's like up here with his knowledge about things like this, and I'm like down here. So, you know, Maurice, I don't think you need a booster for those Europe cruises, but that cruise line website is for sure going to tell you. So jump onto Celebrity's website and they will tell you. An Italian cruise on July 1st. Taylor, how fun. I think that what you should do is, okay, July. It's going to be really hot, Taylor. It's going to be really hot. You pack your summer clothes. Plan on extremely comfortable walking shoes. Us Americans, we think sandals and flip-flops are great. You need to pack shoes that are like very much comfort approved for walking. And the whole myth, you guys, that people in Europe don't wear white sneakers is a bunch of bunk. If you have white sneakers, they're in style in Europe. Pack them. Do not feel dumb about wearing sneakers. You need them. Wow, Alfred, have a wonderful time with Alaska. Oh my gosh, you guys are gonna love it. You're gonna have so much fun. Yes, so Charles, maybe it was you that gave the tip about the city bus and the water taxi in Bermuda. I think that's awesome. Okay. Just checking to see if I've missed any questions here. Yeah, Tommy, you need to fill me in on this whole Kraken situation. What's the problem? And Rebecca thinks you do need boosters to go to Europe on cruises. I don't know. I mean, I haven't heard that as much. Maybe some of them. Maybe some of them, but we'll see. All right, guys, did I miss your question? Now's the time to type it in. Rome 2 days before your cruise, pace yourself, right? I mean, I would definitely recommend getting out of the city center a little bit. Stay in a hotel out of the city center. Rome in the surrounding areas is actually quite lovely. If you can, just separate yourself a tiny bit from the craziness. What else? What could I say? I mean, I've only spent 1 day in Rome, so I can't give you all of the tips, but yeah. Anybody have any Rome tips? Share them. Okay. Wow, so Cheryl said boosters in Europe for most lines, which is so weird because they dropped the vax requirement completely on Celebrity for Europe cruises for under 18. So it's kind of weird. It's like, I don't know. Tori said, your top is beautiful. Been watching your videos for an upcoming cruise. Oh, thank you so much. First time tips for a cruise to Mexico. Oh my gosh, there's so many. Yeah, I mean, okay. So are you doing the Mexican Riviera? Or are you doing like Cozumel and that area of Mexico? If you are doing the Mexican Riviera, I have a whole video for you about cruising the Mexican Riviera. All the things you need to know. One of the things that you need to know about the Mexican Riviera primarily is that your sea days down and back are going to be chilly. So unlike the Caribbean, you're only going to be wearing resort wear like while you're in port. Beachy Mama, I haven't heard about the additional fee. I'm not sure about that. Sheldon said, what's the earliest you've ever booked a cruise? Thinking of 2023 for now. Sheldon, what's the earliest? You know, we don't really book them early because every time we book them early, we end up having to cancel. So we sort of paused on doing that. I think the earliest I've ever booked something out was maybe a year. And usually it ends up getting canceled because I cannot predict my work schedule. It's kind of a tough thing. Oh, John, I love Carnival Panorama too. Griselda, cruise lines for Puerto Rico, probably Royal Caribbean would be a good choice for you. Yes, Dot Sunshines, Carnival Panorama Mexican Riviera in October is a lovely time to go. We have so many tips and tricks for you on Carnival Panorama. Some of my favorite excursions in Mexico are ziplining in Puerto Vallarta. In Cabo, riding the camels is really fun, but I'm gonna give you a whole playlist of Carnival Panorama videos that you can look at. Okay, wow, we have so many questions, guys. Mr. Cruise Tips TV, I had a bad link. Which one was it? So it must have cut off. Let me get that Mexican Riviera video again. Oh, okay. I don't know what else to do. Can you put the link in for me? For the Mexican Riviera tips? I don't know what I did wrong. Okay. Let's see, Mr. Cruise Tips TV, can you put the questions? I saw Sheldon's. I need whatever is under Sheldon's question. I can't see. It's blocked there. Okay. I know there's lots of questions coming in. You are so welcome, Jim, for the Liquid IV link earlier today. I love Liquid IV. It's an awesome hydration multiplier, and Jim wanted to know if we had a discount. I said, of course I have a discount. So why am I like the link in chat girl tonight? Guys, this is a lot of links, but I don't want to not put that in there. If you are interested in a Liquid IV link, here it comes. We will get that there for you. Mr. Cruise Tips TV's favorite flavor for Liquid IV And I just want to make sure that these links are working. What's going on? His favorite flavor is the energy. Mine is the tangerine immunity, for those of you who are wondering. Amanda's World, I think cruising is wonderful for disabled people. Absolutely. Very accessible. Tommy said Kraken is a liquor, right? Right up there with Aftershock and Black House. Kraken is extremely high-proof rum, is what it is. It's like high-proof spiced rum, Tommy. Yes, Chevy's in first. Of course we've attended an 80s party. They are the funnest. They are so fun. All the adjectives to describe them. And of course I have a video for you about the 80s party, right? Like, of course we do. Let me see if I can find it. We love 80s deck parties. They are a blast. We've been to a lot of them. So here comes the 80s party into the chat. You got to get your costumes because it's fun. Okay, tell me if this link works for it. Griselda, we already got Griselda's question. There we go. Yes, you can put cash on your account, Sarah, but I think you do. I think most people do one or the other. I know, Michelle. I don't know why they do that. I don't know why you can't get it up there. You're welcome, Tori. Always here for you. DM me if you need me, okay? Fun, Robert. Oh yeah, Candace got the tropical liquid IV. It's so good. Lawrence, Norwegian Cruise Line has single cruiser cabins and others. Sometimes you can just get a single cruiser rate. Yeah. Okay, guys, we need to wrap up because we are heading over to Amazon now to do our after party. If you don't know what we're talking about, we are part of the Amazon Associates program. What that means is that we have a store on Amazon where you can shop for cruise essentials. We can also go live and show you all of these cruise things in real time. It's pretty crazy and cool. So come shop with us or don't shop. Just hang out and talk with us in the chat. It's going to be a short one, probably about 30 minutes because I have somewhere to go tonight after this, believe it or not. Did the Liquid IV link not work either? What is going on, Midge? I am so sorry. Okay, here it comes. Let me try the Liquid IV link again. This is really weird. I don't know what's going on. Okay, Midge, test this link for me, okay? What is the problem? Is it, I don't know. Yes, Rebecca, we're gonna see you over there in the after party. Yeah, thanks, Mike and Cheryl, we got that. Psh, Tommy, what, you approve now? You better Google it, man. I know, right? No, it's really good. Oh, pizza's here, babe. Pizza's here. Do you want Junior to get it? You got it. Yeah, we had to order like a pizza to arrive in the 5-minute period between our live streams, so Junior can eat before we have to go somewhere else tonight. Okay, C-Days, links are working for you. Okay, good. Oh my gosh. Jennifer, I think you're gonna have just 2 elegant nights on a 10-night cruise. I don't think they're gonna go more than 2. I really don't. I don't think so. Okay, can somebody test the link for Amazon and see if you guys can get over there? Let me give you the Amazon link one more time. This is gonna be the last thing I put in the chat, and then let's get you all over to the after party. Come join us. We're gonna be live in just a couple more minutes. It's all travel deals. Farewell, Bruce. Thank you so much. Midge, it's not working for you. I don't know why it's doing that. Midge, try popping out the chat. Click on the 3 links above it and pop it out. Also want to thank everybody so much for the super chats tonight. And also thank you for participating in our Community Appreciation Month. We're going to tally up how much we have raised for Operation Homefront this month, and we'll let you know early July what that donation will be on all of your behalf. But thank you guys for helping us to earn this over the last 9 years. It took us 9 years to get to 100,000 subscribers, and this month was all about you guys. We're still going to be doing fun stuff in July. It just will have to be not so much during these warm evenings when I have to have a fan, air conditioner, and an ice pack on my body because it is hot. But yep, let's jump over to Amazon, guys. See you there in just a few minutes. Thank you so much, and until next time, we'll see you on the high seas.
Cruiser of the week!
Hey, click me to subscribe.